How much does it cost to register your kids for school if somebody does it for you? We were originally quoted €200 per child. I recommend just dedicate a week to running around. Um, there's an easy way of doing this, which a lot of the time the documents are related to social security because the main thing they're concerned about is healthcare. I would recommend getting a private policy, even for short term, because with kids it's not that expensive anyway. Um, but also, if you're over here as a expat, you shouldn't really be using your what's it, the medical card, EHIC, European Health, yeah, the EHIC, um, European Health Insurance Card. You shouldn't be using that. That's for tourists. So bear that in mind. It'll last for 3 months here. If you come over here and go to the Suma, not Suma, the Salud, which is the clinic, they should give you access to healthcare for the first 3 months, but they're expecting you to move on to a private policy or be able to move on to their social system during that time. So bear that in mind. To get that social card, they're going to expect you to give them the EHIC plus your passport plus your padron, um, and that's pretty much it. And that'll give you the first 3 months. And with that document, you can go to the schools because one of the things they want in the school is a medical that's come from the salud to say your kids are fit for school. And then they want medical cover to make sure if there's an accident at school, they are covered on insurance as well as you. So bear that in mind. The rest of the documents are not difficult to obtain. It's a little bit of running around, and I'm not going to give you the list. The reason being is the regional. Just go into the school. The schools only, I can't say recruit. You can't recruit students. They only have their fold, I don't know what you call it, intake at certain times of the year. So you can't just think, well, I'm going to come here in January and my kids will start school in January. That ain't going to happen. The kids are going to be at home for months. What you need to do is actually come in and, well, in fact, the intake may actually be in January. I'm not sure because obviously they've got the Three Kings at the start of the year. So may actually be the right time of year. April's the one for that. I leave April for all that. So I just end up with it driving around here, there, and everywhere. But the main thing is medical insurance. So it's not a complex process. Do it yourself. And the other thing is, if you know how to do it, you can do it for other people as well, and earn yourself a little bit of money on the side running around for other people. Because if you imagine you've got 4 or 5 people all needing the same thing, all needing to go to the same offices, you may even be able to split some of this between you so that everybody goes and gets documents for each other and just makes life easier for everybody. But ultimately, it's not a difficult process. It's definitely not worth €200. You do it yourself. The other thing is when you do get the first 3 months with the EHIC, they'll give you a SIP card, which is the Spanish insurance card. In some foreigners' office, they'll actually have somebody at a desk that can actually give you that when you do your NIE. Ask for it. Here in Torrevieja, what's her name? I'm trying to think of her name. Mary Carmen. Mary Carmen is from the social services office. Well, when I say social services, it's not like these people that take your kids away. It's more a case of dealing with the medical services. But she'll deal with giving you your SIP cards if you ask for her in Torrevieja. When you go into the desk, just ask Mary Carmen there. And if she's there or not, because she also speaks English. She's a very, very helpful woman. But yeah, do it yourself. If you want some guidance, you can email me and I'll quite happily point you in the right direction. And if you do it soon, send me over the form and I think I'll put the La Mata website back online. I lost all the data. I'm not saying that my host is an absolute pile of whatever. The word I would actually use is extortion. It's to do with some of the software they try to sell you. There's this antivirusing things that cost an absolute fortune, more than the bloody hosting does. But the point being is they seize people's websites to the point that they can't download them. They can't upload them. They can't fix them. And they say, give me money. So, yeah. And it seems the company that does it owns the top 3 largest companies in the world now relating to web hosting, from what I've seen and heard online. May be wrong, but they're definitely 3 of the top 10. And I can see how they've generated enough money to buy those other companies. It's from extortion. Anyway, do it yourself. And I will encourage you to do most of this stuff yourself. And if people think, well, I should put a forum online, I'll put a forum online. But I need people to run it. I don't have the time, but I know a lot of people want to move over here. I'm getting a lot of emails from people recently. It seems to be maybe the Brexit is causing this. I am not sure. But if you want to get involved, I'll quite happily let you run a forum, because let's face it, not everybody's coming to Torrebecca. I've got people in Calpe, Alicante, Madrid, Barcelona, all over the place. And you could have your own little subsections on the forum that you own. If you want to take that little region in the forum, I'll give it to you. I'll put it on the website. But I'm not going to run it. You have to run it. It's yours. I'll give you that little piece of there for you. But then you fill in all the information for everybody else as well. And you do the same as I do, which is actually share information. But you can generate a small business out of this. But anyway, thanks for watching.